what's a bodybuilder doing in a fancy gym like Next Generation?
Well, basically for me, what I always want a gym that's got a lot of equipment, a lot of fancy equipment. So for me, the best gym in New Zealand at the moment is Next Generation.
Right.
As you'll soon get to see, they've got all the hammer strength equipment. They've got pretty much everything. Hammer strength, free weights, big gym floor, cafe, swing, sculpt swing.
I know, it doesn't seem like a gym for a big bodybuilder like you.
Yeah, for me it's a comfortable environment, and that's just...
Are you getting a lot of attention? Like, do people look at you and think, oh, what's he doing here?
I get attention every day, yeah. It's something that you kind of get used to after a while. And definitely being in a gym like this, I kind of stick out. But for me, yeah, just here for the equipment and for the
Exactly.
Exactly.
I can't wait to get in there and see what you do. So Garth, what do you think about before each set? Do you visualize about anything?
I think for me, I basically visualize my goals, thinking about where I want to be on the pro stage, blocking out the weight. I very often don't think about the weight when I'm sort of pushing, pulling. For me, basically that's how I zone out. Just zone out and focus on the goal.
Yeah.
It kind of blocks the weight away.
Okay, so why is it so important that you want to be a pro bodybuilder? What is it about that whole thing?
That's, like I said, for me, it's the fascination of muscle and the level you can take your body to. Muscle mass, as we all know, is very hard to achieve. And to see the changes over years.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 6.5 years now, so seeing the change from week to week, year to year sort of thing.
How much did you weigh when you first started?
68 kgs.
Really? What are you now?
124.
Okay, that's been a good steady progress, hasn't it?
Yes, just under 10 kgs a year. Always been a bit of a hard gain. I've got a fast metabolism, so it takes me a little longer to put on weight. But 50, I think it's around 50, 55 kgs.
Wow, so what weight do you think you'd have to be to be considered in the pro class? Like if you're
I think for me, a competitive weight will be around 120 on stage.
Okay.
Yep. That's my goal each year. This year I'm probably looking at being on stage between 105 and 110.
Okay.
And maybe a little more than 110. We'll see how it goes.
What has been your off-season training regime in terms of reps and sets and things?
Basically for me in the last 2 years, I've sort of changed things up a lot. I used to, the first 4.5 years of training for me was pretty much hypertrophy, so all I really did was my rep range was pretty much 8 to 15 reps, even my big lifts. I developed a well-rounded physique, but the density could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
So in the last 2 years, 2 years ago I tried to incorporate a bit of powerlifting, and it definitely seems to do the trick. The growth in the last 2 years has been phenomenal, so I definitely attribute that to my powerlifting.
Yeah.
So rep ranges are pretty much 1 to 6 reps in my big lifts, and then still including my hypertrophy training, just a lot more powerlifting. So
now tell me about your super supportive training partner in life, Chris here.
I don't think training partner.
How has she been in your, in everything that you do?
She's very supportive. It's fortunate for me to have someone who's been there before and understands the sport, so she can put up with the mood swings whenever they do come. She's definitely a strong backbone for me.
Yeah.
Been very supportive, and love her to death.
So Chris, you tell us something about Garth here. So, I mean, is he good at home? Like puts his dishes away and that sort of thing?
Sometimes.
I do the cooking, she does the dishes.
Seriously, yeah. No. He's very disciplined. Very disciplined.
Yeah. And you obviously like muscle.
Oh, love it, yeah.
Well, we hope to see you on stage sometime, Chris.
Sometime soon.
But first, let's get him out the way,
I shall do well.